streaming without buffering, communication with no lagging, business without restrictions, and achievements with no limits. Get connected today. For enquiry, sales, and support, contact us on 020-8282-810. Visit our website on www.kennyrosewireless.com. Kenny Rose Wireless, internet made easy. This is what mini wireless networks look like. But hey, this is what they actually look like. Introducing Kenny Rose Wireless.
First-hand information on opponents. What I say?
It's a house in so ball friendly. I don't pay.
Yes. CI comes how many AS Kalum? How many Kalum stars? And the na gola and our highlights no. Ya wanti. Oh ya hearts of Ognia no who and I football fan bia no who opponents are. Hearts of Ognia Mokakushiano. And now Santiago Seconds Council no so. On the statement Babonting regards to meet you on the board. And so Ekoye no ni nyina no honsam e wa ase ya ye de eba Christian do say yes bibia de din and coach Freddie coach Freddie guest was studio ha
amazing
coach Freddie Ochre and now kokuchum on the field no but a peak perform coaching
yes
ono na no say coach Freddie go for the player they say Michael Antonio no who's the player no
yes
okay boys are training no yes a Premier League him Michael Antonio back with Twanzimbi was around
Axel
how no so na coach Freddie boys ni bia coach Freddie boys ni omo doso Tariq Lamptey that's a good Freddie in fact you know Premier League no when some kakra be busan about say go structure na man for busan say Argentina is going to go under 20 no youth side no then it looks like any how do they have to go about it and how should they go about it Black Stars no so preparation I the room match I say dear hustler and so there saboko there nice one obi tries to say jaguni chim and yasem ketwa kwa Lord no say enough from where any God is a Lord no you
office no boarding and as I'm so
wedding aye
tinimiro nyina dey
na so mu jiska o so tiate so mu jiska
no
aye lawyer for omo brew enye easy okay Andy room na ya kwamano ne nsam ne mu na ya hwe nsam na Spain Lucia and na man for say Germany go timbre omo go tumbre na mo coin no anya mbre sa mo je 2 pe eti omo mo over 2.5 come back say and I said the boys the bet say no the same some Matthew start even the other boys no go under e go over anya ho dia under ono ko na under ko a
mo say the your mom yam crash o mo ye say Oman e share Japan
hey Oman say Japan no say any more be blue
no
Kosovo
also Georgia one no idea
that games ni dey minim dey ntia mo dey cabet Jojo
Georgia and
Kosovo na dey cabet let's go home na
me see e bia ye kon go
but we need to talk about Spain.
Yes,
they've lost a World Cup qualifier for the first time since 1993.
Since 1993.
Yes. Say about World Cup qualifiers in Kwadia, Spain in Lusu game. Now the course of the European Championship, Spain bebo ni na. All the possessive football, beautiful football, passes, they will retain possession. But the critical thing that is needed most in football, a goal. Spain still lacking that cutting edge. Now until they find it in the chairman, you sure say Spain bebre. And right now Spain any Sweden able. Na we game no. Na Spain about 75% of ball possession. Chairman what you say? 90 minutes na ball we no. Na Spain possession na Spain enya no. Na 75% and na Spain ball possession. Sweden na a share Spain by 2-1 no. About only 25% of ball possession. Spain possess ball ni na. About as many as 25 shots. Sweden share Spain no. Enya only 25% of ball possession no. About only 6 shots as against 12 from Spain. But we not Spain a lose game no. nti ade ba ko a ekwa Spain yenim say Spain dey ba possessive football the world all over because of Pep tiki-taka or the ma Spain for no or ma translate here into the national team. But that time Spain what tiki-taka from 2008, 2010, 2012, 2014 na Spain no when they play all the beautiful footballer no more target man. Benin Spain bobo ni nyina wi Ferran Torres, Alvaro Morata, any Gira Moreno nearly the attack in Edma Spain. So lack of cutting edge in Spain in India. Chairman Spain for answer as early as possible. Me assure say going forward no. I dey betima home pardon no. But if they able to find that target man na me no Ukraine Spain team no Spain team no ade ba kwa kan say they need a Lukaku. They need one strong striker bia. Obetimi lead the attack no. The Spanish national team. Once they find that chairman omo yejuma but they ba kwa how man say the critical starting here of football any goal. You can play all the beautiful football. Wait the most corners, the most possession, most shot on target. But the most critical start of all football is a goal here. And too many in no football on twat the more. Chamane Hagini. It is paying for the European Championship, the same thing. How many team biabo include Italy boy? Spain a ball now. Boy fake na Spain enable. But we are not team for one twat them. The thing says that I did a two or more European Championship no, and one is translated into the qualifier. Now me can Spain about World Cup qualifier. The last time they lost a World Cup qualifier, way back 1993. Me can say 1993, March 1993, and a Spain about World Cup qualifier. I remember very well said Denmark and a show in 1993. Since then, it's about World Cup qualifying. Spain between that 1993, ABC and Ragam Mulusuyeno. Now Spain. I win 52 World Cup qualified matches. I draw 14. So in those 66 matches na Spain abono. Spain anya dia krano. Nyanya ne draw game. 52 wins, 14 draws. And then omo de team lusu. Omo first World Cup qualifier for the first time since 1993. Idea has Spain chairman. They need to find solution. Next idea about how we
well, you better share Spain, other countries, you know. Said yeah, World Cup qualifiers in AC England and so about to take Hungary in the midst of all the racist chants and all the stories, all the videos, all the pictures at the room Andy Casillas I for I pure 95.7
na oh nema said the Brazil for next year dinner terminal. I remember name a picture. Name a pa, me name a dear name a di.
No food. Something of work.
Almost enough work, I see.
Oh, neck is a
what the compare with the NDA.
Oh, Christian.
Oh, Mr. Christian. Or the compare with the and funny a flat bar.
Christian. Barry Ronaldo body no. Oh, definition you was shredding nice. Oh. Gogula say I have same body. I'll put same body.
Say you to be a name body ni bi.
Okay. Name and the say the name and the full year kese. I'm so called Brazil when we did so and I did okay. Okay, good Freddie, our coach. Akwaba.
Yeah.
Akwaba no, Akwaba hani Akwaba to Ghana.
Oh yeah.
Na me who eyi anu me Jimmy Mikel Antonio. They said the form nye easy o.
So the secretness what I see you training on. The last time we training was 4 days ago on Sanameba.
Only a 24 days ago.
I said, you know, I just see I was sign new deal no. When you see Kenya to be honest, but still now always pursue improve every single time.
Wow.
Most naturally no I'm more academy football.
Okay.
Almost signed through non-league. Ain't you know?
No more academy, maybe.
No. I'm more academy football. That.
Oh, okay.
Almost signed through non-league at the age of 19.
Okay.
It will go through from 10 years. Maybe about academy, sir. But and most of the time, is not to deal with the tactical play, but it's to do the technical play.
Okay.
Because technically, he's not the best.
Okay.
But he works on it every single day.
Okay. So say West Ham on all-time highest scorer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like I say the willingness to work hard, you know. I said they are players, they are no more tie Mr. Kaka.
Who's that? sometimes it depends on baby you free band so say you hear niba piano but so you know be skinny bands who scanna and in do time we go and nyama hu here baby you free buy you know not being in an academy system no e boa no in a way say man you na adwin say baby you person do no be true
and you ding
yes and make I said no Sheffield Wednesday and he started about 7 years ago and he started training with him and Sasamano no average 7 goals every season, which was not good enough for a winger at the time. So what we did is he started training, he worked on his technical ability. And Nottingham Forest bet on 1 million at the time. A year down the line, actually 16 goals in that season.
Wow.
And West Ham, they signed for 6 million. And now he's been their top player.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let's have for Coach Freddie and Ewahano. Okay. Also can come and Kokuchum, Drasu connection. Aye. And easy. And okay. Coach Freddie, peak perform coaching. UK. And then behind you might be players now Motin cannot say Michael Antonio is the piano eating. Obu awa say go to check. There are changes natural so no I get between team star no okay be obviously ask coach how did Michael Antonio overcome his injury woes I'll say injuries no injuries he had
na ohwe no husie kakra na nyewa nkiti wi anu ya mintimi kan wa na ha adwen kakra internet ha adwen kakra but to be honest since I was starting say also in Nyama and go through massages every game even after the games as well. That's really important.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's I don't know. Question we am never say Mbisa Coach Freddie be Mbisa mam. There are Black Stars no so ne. Enya sam ketokra. And you can see us we come on any area answer. They say Spain there. And they say Black Stars here go between us. So I'm pass ball still na anye. I'm say we Spain now the Italy so yeah. Italy in Spain a man ko for bet.
Italy should learn from what happened to them for the last World Cup. Only say last World Cup, now Italy are qualified for every major World Cup, but for 1958 World Cup. You can't say about World Cup, the most successful countries for World Cup, Brazil 5 wins, Italy a second, only Germany 4 wins. Now I'm about every single World Cup, but for 1958 World Cup, and Italy team qualify. So the last World Cup, now Italy team qualify. Now more like one of their lowest moments as a football country. Italy on World Cup they don't talk about qualification keku. Yeah, countries about World Cup Italy can, but they got to a point under Gianpiero Ventura. Omo qualify for the World Cup. Now waba the European Championship. Waba beji. We are playing a game against Bulgaria at home. These are games you need to pick wins at all costs. Also, you're not playing against a top team. So qualification, matches getting be saying, and at all costs try and pick the maximum win. And so the Italians have gone 35 games unbeaten, but you're playing a game against Bulgaria at home. A World Cup qualifier, knowing very well said the previous World Cup, one team qualify. You take maximum advantage of the situation. The name of Rehoka said after everything they did at the European Championship, Enra, the Italians played 27 shots rather. But that 27 shots, now chairman back open the team at them. Now I think so group now still they have their destiny in their hands because after 4 games, on the leading table now more I think they more 10 points. And Switzerland toss me more 6 points. But Switzerland about 2 games less. Chairman say.
We have about 2 more games.
About 2 more games or 9 points. Switzerland etosumi was 6 points, which means only 2 games in our winning. So the next game being Switzerland winning no matter the Italians air challenge. Now I think they should learn from what happened to them the last World Cup. So our games in kitting this year, no more dropping points in the can be to qualify for the World Cup. It's as European Championship there at home when you get Bulgaria. You take advantage and pick maximum points. I was so surprised when to me.
Well, European qualifiers and I say European World Cup qualifiers. No, you should near African so the said the so AC Echo and Iba says Hakim Ziyech Yapamno and African camp say Okufiki injury say every Saturday be a Morocco friendly be Morocco for so the Halil no or say or you no nonsense or no one to so be also or permanent in every camp Ghana hanka ebianke edi nke ye na iga kanya hwe say or say one say was your opinion I say was your opinion
so ka Riyad Mahrez also work on die anything on so coach man ko sa ko die in black
so
no that's no white o man ko in black
on go some
aye
it comes from authority and one thing I think sir especially Ghana I want to say Tiemvansi why Christian na opinion and as on aye opinion Christian ba na me maba. Right, so now, say problem be honoma. I was saying me catch a Christian and son about
okay.
But the moment I meet me a bypass a Christian about honor, there's a problem.
Yes.
And you should send me back to Christian.
It's a corner.
But on the Ghana, I say no. Okay, catch me a Christian because I never into honor na Christian and lose or no authority or war.
Exactly.
Based on
exactly.
That. That's where the problem.
Oh, okay. Say Ekobana say be ever say hano. Instead of say be ever say coach, if you coach so as an be a companion for management committee in every level no ni assign ni na ho be do every level na masa as a coach no you need the but coach no team ka say wo me mapamo obi be bisa no say yes me na me in charge of the team me so nko oh na e de na ya na ibibia ho anyway say Urban they also you know pe contract more national team to be na Facebook for
I can always come and help make my babe boy
now say be any team talk say I say ade no we call Antonio Munde of the banana and I know we remember who can because we have foot na ba ko gina mu na ba yi na so
now metre
okay all right Andy dey remu amanone na by say that they can now and so at
Mauritania and Zambia be Tunisia ebo Equatorial Guinea Nigeria and Liberia ebo Mozambique and so ebo Ivory Coast Cameroon and Malawi and so betunya bo Zimbabwe ebo South Africa na Ghana and Ethiopia and so at media bo
yes yeah the name 7 p.m. na game neba so na the live commentary of that game neba na the attention is game no omo ya the Black Stars team omo move straight from there no dem call airport na team no ediomani chimo South Africa but the South Africa give me a Monday Monday na Ghana ni South Africa bebo no titi no ba go do ntem say by Saturday anopa no more ho na ehihye ni bibia no ye de abre etifo so Christian you mean get to be amanone shana yanko yemrefi
our matches no so but I think say one country so enya golden generation mutimi fanye hwe Belgium only say back qualifiers here they are just like Germany. They are just like Spain in World Cup and as European Championship qualifiers. The last qualifiers the qualifiers for the European Championship. Upe countries are about qualifiers now the best from Europe. Chairman na Belgium is number 1. In fact, Belgium and Italy obia bought 10 games obia and lose won all those 10 games. But the Belgium echo so ka credit Italy ni say Belgium in those 10 matches actually 40 goals, which means that on average, not every game be Belgium in 4 goals per game. And Ramukwawe, Estonia by 5 goals to 2. We are big team. We share team to say Estonia. And I say how big you are. Now I am so happy for Lukaku. Chairman, these days Lukaku is playing to his strength. Lukaku is what the ball no. Now we're using the strength to hold up to the ball.
I know one of his goals on the right foot in the train or the right foot in the ball.
And look at the strength of Lukaku. Now it's so amazing. Say Lukaku and now for him say on to me more football to the highest level. And then Lukaku is becoming Belgium's all-time top scorer. Watch 66 goals in 99 caps for Belgium. An amazing start for Brandt and Lukaku. But what is most important, very common for Belgium, is that right from the European Championship, before the European qualifiers, Belgium in 40 goals in 10 matches, Chairman, about World Cup qualifiers now, Belgium have only 4 matches. But in those 4 matches, almost 10 points, I draw just 1 game per. But the significance is that in those 10 matches, Belgium, and those 4 matches, Belgium has 17 goals in 4 matches. And the same as the normal ball, the European qualifiers now, normal share 40 in 10 matches. Now in 4 games, they score 17 goals, which is an average of 4 goals per game. And I think that Adia Belgium be a rom amura ho. Says our generation be to come. Now Belgium and Timmy. Only said the last World Cup, Omomadi Timmy drew the semis, the third. on by the European Championship, they disappointed. Now I think Sam golden generation of Belgium, they are fading out. Now in their own interest, our players in their own interest, and in the interest of the country, these players must begin to win something for Belgium. But in terms of qualifiers, the chairman, I mean, yes, was a team beating Belgium about qualifiers. They are so wonderful to watch. England also call away Ecuador hungry by 4-0. Another country so qualifies England. Now England are making 4 wins out of 4. Now we group now I'm open the 4 points gap between the next team. England will 12 points. And Poland Tosuminua. Poland also 7 points. I very common with the English national team. They say they score a lot of goals and they defend so well. And also want to win the European Championship ready. Only second to Italy. But throughout the tournament, I'm conceding only 2 goals toward the European Championship. Now in the qualifiers, England about 4 games. England has 13 goals. I consider just 1. And I think they are finding that perfect balance of scoring and defending. The English are doing very well. When they get to the tournament, getting above the critical stage, semi-finals, finals, now you're critical. Now England for now they are lacking a bit of experience. The last World Cup, games in semi-final, and they lost to Croatia. The last European Championship, having beaten almost every team at home. Away Nana England force, but critical still like the final. Now the English were losing the finals to the Italian national team. In terms of qualifiers, any teams getting said here. When the English beat you there, they will beat you. But I hope they will get to the critical stage and get the mentality they'll be able to get off that critical stage. I brought a friend Calvin Phillips, chairman. I'm sure Calvin Phillips the teams can see me no beat me abo. Sure talent maybe because of price tag. Any level of branch for Calvin Phillips and so able and now and dear Calvin Phillips and we need ball and lay pass to Jack Grealish and Jack Grealish is the bottom of my branch friend Mason Mount and don't lay pass to my branch friend Raheem Sterling national first goal for the English national team. Now I mean here Raheem Sterling even at club level so only former Raheem Sterling comes to the national team and he become a new beast. Raheem Sterling time money by the European Championship now on starting from Man City. But it comes to the national team, both the European Championship, now England best go Biana, now Raheem Sterling. In fact, the first goal, the second goal, all of them were scored by Raheem Sterling. And then Raheem Sterling, I think the 8th goal for the English national team. He might not have the form for the team for Man City, because the bench. But the moment coach, I didn't the national team, he comes and then he delivers. Now I think he also doing amazing work. Okay. What the car can Germany there? What's the Germany for say Liechtenstein 2-0. Chairman, football they here any go. Andra, Timo Werner, the entire 90 minutes or more than 10 minutes, or touch a ball 18 times per. For a player, I want to only the attack. No about 90 minutes. Now touch a ball 18 per.
But he scored.
But that's the most important thing. But he scored the first goal for the German national team. I never near German as say, a new coach, Joachim Low and Hansi Flick, and I better take over. I think the first competitive game one, Germany airborne and Papa. Your friend Hansi Flick and Germany says in terms of talent they have it in abundance. 29 shots and I event promotion Liechtenstein by 2 goals to 1. Oko Group J now their error when they say Germany second to Armenia. Armenia have 4 games. Armenia were 10. Germany were 9. And I think that games now can Germany should play it as final. Yes, idea. Why can finish second to Armenia? Let's imagine say World Cup qualifier. Nyaba now Germany second to Armenia.
I mean, but me was me coach Freddie ho. Sesiano be must trace me of questions be me say sound. Yandy Kai with Hurricane. Hurricane staying at Tottenham. Minnesota very close to Hurricane agent. Now then they see because any sitting there or call you.
To be honest, for the past 3 years now. Tottenham promising is see new stadium. I'm promising it's almost more because of Nadine Hurricane into Omonia better naming rights. Into Mpana Chose Ontana. It then leave Mickey and say, listen, so what's enough for that year and next year no Memoako. And the problem was in regards to Hurricane contracts, non-release clause being him. And when it comes to paying money, we all know what Daniel Levy can do. So what actually happened is advisors, make us an agent, advisors no money, listen, let's go to Sky. Yema Daniel Olivier ni mu ase yema no listen ye pese ko it before European Championship no mo sky ko ka say opeso ko said be depend na no e be start abede and to be honest the personal terms no was agreed between Hurricane and City.
Okay.
So now Tottenham for no so imagine so mo sky person mo gia no mo gin it is either say until say City this says can be which was 150 million basic.
Yeah.
Sana add-ons on Swabana. A moment crime abuso more.
Okay.
So more until some because okay listen, you had 150 number, mommy and son discussing and some no makasa. And that was where the problem is. And time I would decide is obe staying. It came from Gary Southgate. Gary Southgate catches listen, you're England captain, you pay problems be around in and around you. It's make a decision as soon as possible. Clearly no, City are not ready to pay that 150 million. It's make a decision whether to stay or to say it's a Libya won't train in the Sunday morning and for so and he made a decision to stay at least for this year.
It's the coach of England in your influence
100%. Really important.
Because
apart from Hurricane, there's England captain. And Hurricane said you need affected the English team. And to know more here around them. So they had to speak to him and tell him to make a decision as soon as possible and get your agents and also your advisors need to speak to City and see if City are really willing to come back. And obviously City wasn't ready to come back with 150 million basic and some add-ons. It was going to add that to about 180 million.
Wow.
It's no more because none of the wages is really high.
True, yeah.
But I think so he will get another contract again, a renewal at least.
Oh, okay.
Just for this year.
Oh, okay. Yes, Matis is also the highest paid player.
He will get it. Obenya. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Now Ronaldo is coming back into the Premier League. Now move on to say, I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo coming back again.
The Ronaldo, to be honest, I'm because I'm seeing who be an ameboa. You know, radio in the skies near Tessa. Intimate and that. No, say me player about United. My friend was say it was done a week ago.
Wow.
In the time and that yes, Woko City, Nana United agree terms that.
Okay.
But no more trying to see say if there's somebody to me, I create a buzz be around it. Ama a beer or money influences to do with money, no more to me to and that was the whole reason.
Oh, okay.
And City and so make it same bit, but Alex Ferguson made it happen.
Okay.
Ferguson made it happen.
Well, Ronaldo back Premiership, the say,
Oh yeah, he's important.
A huge job. As a mono ball, no star now, we no honor ne hand there. Make a Sagami, I didn't make a Sagami as a common. That's a money almost year, Juma. Oh, what's it? People are not to them planning how to do things.
Be a specialist on a position, and I said, Juma, especially. You can't be jack of all trades. Won't mean you way kakra, any way kakra, no way kakra. So a specialist at what you do. And about your sponsorships and Kwan, you are more, say, more so.
Yeah.
About the coaching department, you are more so. And no, I'd rather maybe call your national team Hokakra.
Okay.
And then regarding Ghana national team, okay. My 2 suggestions.
Okay.
I'm a Ghana Football Association to help your coaching staff and going into the African Cup of Nations.
Oh, okay. Well, Yabaso. Yeah. And then Freddie will hide here. We see how DBB and Yasin could talk. Quick one now, Yamra. Also, you may go to the NFL. Let's say about Black Stars. Then
so called Ghana Football Association or Twitter. Oh, messages.
Messages to say.
And your crowd.
On one for a church will go on.
I almost say, and a Ghana Belusu.
Easy
crowd.
Ghana Belusu. Ethiopia.
Because one.
Now Ghana, you never said Ghana qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Ghana Nibia something you also say.
And the
World Cup. There were issues in Kitibia, meaning like all Ghana for FIBA players, sometimes how almost handle no na me say my players go on but Ebia ke handle here.
Yes, I just can crowd here. Now,
Sikana say maybe not 10,000, 12,000, there was some more time. But Ghana for you no more touch me. I think that you're missing baby. There's a link first name between the funds and the team. As our link na breaky.
Team Ninja baby na on mine no ensujina baby.
And nothing I make us say Sadian knows yes our link.
ABC Spain on say Spain, so far Spain check number of trophies are Madrid aje. Before 2010 Omaje World Cup no. Number of the Champions League no Omaje 9. FC Barcelona no Omaje 4. No Omaje 3. As at that time. But Spain national team no. That time no won World Cup. But Omani nyina kabo mu no. Omade Barcelona Madrid 7-2 baby no. Omoba South Africa, their first game they lost. Spain first game
against Switzerland.
They lost. But Omotwaso Ekoje the World Cup. Now Omani United 2012 the same thing. They won the European Championship. Ko Germany. She number of trophies by Munich Aji. Any the Dortmund Aji. Andrew Real Madrid Diano. But on World Cup trophies Germany for Aji. They were groomed to the collective. Everybody. Not only the players but Omai Nankasa who say he jinakono.
It just say yeah, started love na back because say the team they say bring back the love. Every president that said that just to say and on the campaign I will push it for. Yeah, you never said love na back. Because those days of Black Stars were bobola. Obia peso Kobe. Black Star Bobo Kumasia, all hotels are full because I'm for to come from Accra, Cape Coast, Takrade, Tamale, Obia Baby Pebiare. Ye jitum say nipa bia no mudi team nanim rebi no omo ye ade ane ehu hia semra blaster gogo Ghana anima se ewo uze Ghana mame cho ade ba ko ba Ghana sabe ya say if you bia reserves ye ya ma mo ya if you bi da bia bo mu no mo ku fio da fio fo ne ko ba say oya bontisu ni na be ka fio fo
very good
omo nyina hwe do metia so do metu abo no eti Ghana head yes ana ko uze MDB ni NDC no but when it comes to the president of Ghana, we will never allow you to disrespect the president, regardless of party or free mover.
Good.
The very moment your blaster players refuse to speak to the president, my president far from any sudden any Jongo of Brazil, it's Ghana for free. Ghana for free by Mekai Kumasi, Ghana and Uganda. And the funds costed to go through blasters. I don't know. I want to make us somebody failed to show leadership. Instead of deciding to calm waters, find a way of appeasing the fans, apologizing, and making fans love them back. No? Again, no. Obviously, a team never had a quartermali. A building hatred, no. So now, how do we bring it back?
Chairman, and now, Cassimi managing. What's the PR system? You free AFCON by no. Kwabno usu interview ye no eno mu busa ne se mako AFCON ma from 1 of 16 chese mo anya de kwabno usu say ade yakum nipa. That is the comment. I remember that exactly.
Say to no national team mo bi.
Good. Enti sika de mo na sama ba asema place na eka no etwe obi afiri ho edu ba bi agema bedu say or say Ghana for kwa edaya se ye mum de edo mase say o matiska no so ye mum or say edo mase the day any only the team no o mu hwe a o so mo ka asem e kire Ghana for Ghana play bi obejema bi aye interview bia no you are representing the players and omino inti asema mo ka kire no eno na be ma nya akomapa ata blasters echi me say se omai no anka mom anta blasters a chia chairman trophy no emma e omai no atwe ne ho afi team no unkwan a etirifo no fa so a ombaji European Championship me so omoba no favorite no monka ho but omu se omai no and omo represent omo the comment from the players from the coach and obi odanu bia no sika ne dem omutimi ka say adentina nsem twofo acheche players ni sika mama edwomfo ma eka bi na mpacho chairman enye edwomfo ma sika no ene ditu omuka enye edwomfo ma sika ene ditu omuka on se enne no edu ba bia omo kire omo sa love no say France e was stadium ensu oto no mu girem ewia bo no mu girem say me say ye ni Egypt match no Mohamed Salah bobi o do bo Liverpool ye ne wogi ni din wo Anfield a ye so no obobi but aka me nkodi ni hye ni botom abotiri ka match no obobi o why go ma bobi but ye show me says one that is Ghana ye ni timi ka say ye ni Egypt match no ye mo ni kwasiada ye babo ni Tuesday but ye boy no we stadium e kan de ba ko kire wo unity national unity Se oman ni nyina no players ni mpanyifo da no amfa kwan bi so anko mamuma they won't get it. Enya former players sin enya oka say omudom kokromo tiasisi no me se da bi ensi hwe so nemum ekom fa so a they communicated to Ghanaians was poor.
Well, I agree. Sir, communication and koye in recent times in terms of coach Numkromo there. Say we are kasa kasa di bichiro ma.
Na say Messi Mount ni Foden. Insem huna omukodi e wo camp no. Ye omoden etwemu se baby. And yesterday I was happy say
Mason Greenwood
Mason Greenwood. One Foden omoden ma bi call camp.
Na Foden na one way. Na Foden na.
Omoden ma bi call camp no. England for twemu se baby.
You say the media di one kai.
Omudi o matempa.
Good. Omo kire omo say.
Well nya anjira make cho say yeah dey no. Coach Freddie can be. I'll say authority. Ufri ha okwa. Sasam ne buy no. You have people with ABI okay Razak Brahma. Video B.
Yeah.
Edidi attempt this and we're gonna qualify for the final of the Cup of Nations.
Yeah.
2015. When Ghanaians were condemning it, you expect Sani Dad to come out and condemn it too. Oba and he was defending him.
Yeah.
So but baby ever promote free camp that day.
Hakim is here no.
But yeah, the engine America say the BBA not nipe any question be defending no. Okay about Foden, they also say FA spokesperson. In our be defending say.
You dare not.
Say Foden, mummy fancy Foden.
You dare not.
Yeah, no. Say that why hini sem no. Oh, any hard dream no. Who say no we can to krobi wa that why for Fred mugo that why no.
Debi.
Oh, obu Japan ni ho. Oh, betu nesi asem so. Eti asem no be kan say the o say kan no. Eti yeah, is baby adu no. The Black Stars is our Black Stars.
Yeah.
Me personally, I've always traveled with the Black Stars, and there are times I'm coming to the movie and I don't care. I was a kind of consider the time.
Oh, 2015.
Consider the time. Me, but what's the point? I say
it's our own.
The Tiana say, and what say you a type Black Star? But also the people so accept the responsibility that it is their responsibility to ensure some Black Star and a good name out there.
Yeah.
They say Black Star. Everyone said the Black Star on for anymore.
And no be anymore. And some tough one echo.
I said there was a then there was a kind of more. No, tears. They say Black Star and Bobo.
Na Ghana against Morocco.
Aye.
And no, he faked an injury. So more into a na coach in a Janakwan. Morocco beat Sudan by 2-0. Red Maris Obama City waji EPO. He led the team amamoje AFCON. Wakwasi sanitina wehwe pentagum no. Wakwasi san. Oni Said Ben Rama. Omutin haircut no enye coach na ka che omumunai assembliency wo ho. Omusha Djibouti 8-0. Eche discipline.
Anything that make me gidi say for instance Kurt speech on the my boys no. Yeah. Let's support that.
Yes.
I was happy when I heard Kurt Okraku speak to the boys.
And menya
say masa also your top player no betra go and show it on the field.
Yes.
Stop.
It comes with methods so. Meet my betna catch say ubetimi aye me ba no ubetimi aye ko try exams ubetimi aye so man to book amanda.
Okay.
How do you then pass? What's my saying? Make my cycle as so much and as much as I can. Make my listen. Make my BBO we are CBA amount. But a book now so you the quarter exams. No man farm out. There's no problem. There's a problem. Need to make a pass it. Who's there? Black Stars we tend to isolate coach. No, say I would say seeking a choir and answer the technical team. No, when they so choir. But so what you there are methods and factors that affect your performance positively or negative. So what I'm saying is the technical team setup no saying is it here. Me person compare I don't really want to compare to be a UK to Ghana. But division league no Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2, National League, Conference South and a Ryman League. So I'm talking about the 7th league. Omo ye training biana obi a GPS no. Minim so ni GPS send there be
I myself my you know show no the only show Susie.
Yes. Normally no.
So they can send the better so the platform.
Omo de share omo tops no so yes.
I said more live on Facebook there could Freddie covers of the down. Ice vest.
Yes.
I say GPS.
Your friend a GPS. Until omo monitor any idea heat maps and any money.
Okay. And now European players training and exercise.
Yes, and I'm talking to you. I'm not talking about the Premier League.
Okay.
So your Premier League, your Championship, your League 1, League 2, your Conference, and your Conference South, and your Ryman League. Ryman League teams in a crown. It should be. So this is the 7th league. UK.
7th division.
So what I'm saying is Black Stars. Omoba campi crown. My show mo. Obianshi GPS for training. Your bomb match be as Obianshi GPS. So now, coach, you know, ebe na adwene be boost. It be a player where I was free, but it should be backed by science.
Okay.
What's my say? And we know it doesn't cost more than 400 £500 each.
Okay.
It's in £500 on the times 20 or 30 grand and case. And
one check it. Christian, one check my.
It's in
500 by 30. They say 30,000.
Right. It is your side.
$30,000.
Yeah.
Times 10 more 5,000. Times 3.
15,000.
Let's say 20,000. Let's say 20,000. 20,000 for now. That's your science department for Black Stars and I'm talking about. I mean, you be under 20 and a baby sow. That's a way no. Hold on one. Omo training, a bit monitor strengths and weaknesses. You didn't workload as you training. Omo games omo times are as you release from the clubs come on the banner. Ebi who training that was here normal yeah. In the department we ground soon one that's the yard here say Ghana dear Yinimbo, I was here called yes, and you may win 90 minutes. I'm why coach. We shouldn't expect say all corner or quack or GB Sahaba because sometimes if you make substitution crown, just one audience okay player we and you say, but it should be backed. It's even say dear hustler able to mamia. Now say be almost strength for your left wing Ghana, left wing Ghana man bra. I should then look at the signs and say I will see dear hustler film because you name free more margin you bet me lose. Into your uniform will be all fresh legs.
Okay.
But it's backed by Sanyama Wayne.
Any bill.
But how much is this going to cost us? 20,000. So it's me play about.
Set our priorities right. Sky spend your Black Stars. We bet to be 100. If you have to set our priorities right, the last time you call AFCON, Sky spending on supporters alone, much more than money spent on the team. With the track, as a track account, and a ready player and be input now, it cost around £500. It is not beyond the country Ghana sentiment to Sadiwi. See a better. And their monitor, ama yen data bia, a backing by with science and data there. Getting these things should not be a major problem. But the problem is that
now me check this one slow junior. So the no juniors have vest, training vest. If I make a minimum head tracker.
No tracker no shit and say.
I send it.
Yeah, into the oh ye be an park and sometimes in a crown. Say Obinya injury to me. So the say Yemfa said that you it's not playing 20 hours and the bar Ghana. Or bar Ghana and Yemfa said be a minute 6 hours and the bar Ghana. So now time I'm not playing obviously less than on Diana. It's in the first training session, no, the next day in the first training session it should be lighter compared to Media because what's not playing for 2 hours. I also said GPS no will tell us. And on so no be me say okay. Say match when you the Debbie Brian starting from the bench. And as you see, Yanos when starting to be a 60th minute in free. The info monitor in the fitness answer. And yes, I overload no. And as I see, you man put too much. A bit me, I'm an injury. Abba. It is a sign you win now. Sometimes no. Your friend national team a play a bit me turning it down. To say so on person but almost strategic. But Sunny win is important too. Because a club no every lazy players na maya. They feel say and show me as much as they should. Internal so GPS crunch and you training matches crunch GPS. This is a national team, Ghana Black Stars, and yet under 20 so. And I'm talking about the 7th league in UK. Or should be for training and matches. And that's one suggestion. It won't cost the GFA NFA. Before we go to the African Cup of Nations.
I'm yet to make a track on.
Coach, when you could basically a tomato.
Oh, to cry, yeah.
No. With no answer, no. And no boy with the video analysis as well. Ghana, I'm thinking it's video analysis. Nipa back up.
I will video analysis.
Anyway, so now,
coach, I know I see yes.
Okay, so now. Groups number out. Groups number.
Cup of Nations groups number.
Okay, so now Cup of Nations groups in the bar, and you need more at least, you know, about 3 games, you know, before you qualify to the next stage.
Yeah.
So now I'm sure, say, the analysis person now, one of them, I started signing money that I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
We've almost scouting and your mom with the baby. But now we need Pabako. And on our say, this is how and go for a jibwa or moye. And I say, in possession, no, say no more. Out of possession, say no more. Transition, say no more. It is a unknown one we are. If we had another person or another 2 people, be a Christian, so I check it, do a hustler, so I check it. No money now come up with say, okay, and go for a jibo, be and I call more right back, no. Right back in the G or born a long pass, and my advance almost strike at your no matter. Until there should be a pattern. You be straight away. Until as soon as a Christian super video, a Christian should be able to tell us, same thing I may make correlated to the same thing Christians. So do you answer it should be the same before we report to the national team coach to tell him so okay, you're not Ethiopia never Ethiopia for no or keep Ajaba or center midfielders no more in the first. Let's try and stop them from there. But Christian the star report and I say the star report and come on we are. See can with my say, oh hold on. Yes, your weakness. Patama. It's your weakness our midfield. So how do we stop this? Until now, no, instead of say be a member 1 defensive midfielder and I'm gonna have to play 2 defensive midfielders.
Okay.
And now I say instead of say be a member 2 defensive midfielders, maybe 1 defensive midfielder, maybe 2 attacking midfielders, maybe just over stop almost threats, you know, coming from there. So what I'm saying is it gives you a detailed idea of coaching. It is a coaching so planning in maybe the science department there about the analysis department so they are brain. It is all build BB and this is how we are not so open coach in a crana. You feel say you know what man be also the man a man succeed and be a one it is all permanent. You have a just cause to say so listen your mouse and your win went to me but say koba say oh yam pamono yenye say ya de bia me ka say national team ne dey say kwaji cap ni say because Ghana je can say see can kwaji and but de bia ni select coaches ni so much say as ye dey am ye me nhwe. When we talk about bring back the lava, there should be methods in between. You mean start introduction no, and conclusion straight away. There should be methods, why and how you bet me did love no, abba through the you know the blasters no through better go down all the way through your league your bobo no krumana, and they're really important. 2 suggestions, but video analysis department, science department, 4 people each. That's enough.
4 people each.
That's enough.
4. You do analyze 1.
We need at least 3, I would say.
4.
Really important for the African.
Vest no. It's going to be must just 2010 World Cup. Now it should be Suleiman Tari, no should be. They are sure that Suleiman we need to know need to buy there. Not Suleiman Tari should be. I'm hoping said yeah King. And where your clubs no can also do it because about work match top player. Very easier because when the player no starts any work rate ne sanyo many na
say kotoko starts bisa me wa
instant
say BBC ya okay
but the names of vest fan track
it's no track there's a vest and about so my the boot in chain watch don't want me from ball want me watching from ball you know is even see the be boot in chain so be harvest and I show just na say and I'm meeting the monitor say you know
oh okay
and even through this now say man say CEO and I say CEO co board honoma he can then show them say listen and I say coach board wo wire yenton Christian yenko fadia do hustler mra onu no betima ka say okay ye goals ye concede majority of the goals ye concede in every Christian side nearby and these are the reasons now ye share dear hustler so videos and I say ye need do hustler mo ko ball e man say media man ko toko ball no the na you expect say Christian ye be and do hustler yes through your videos na ye twitwa no and untin ye person ye ko fa do hustler but ye turn Christian because based on the stats and what happened in the untin be ye ntimi anylik and I say untin be a correlation and I say be untin na ye ntimi enu ba bia na ye person edru rather than say do hustler the player bebreme. And the worst thing is agents do this all the time and that's their jobs. The players they'll throw the players at you the beba. But it all depends on also as a person, your research why and as a club, your research is out there to make sure the player no bano. Does he really fit into our philosophy? Does he obey me abeye juma na pese? Obey say juma na maya na. Na me de yiba could be in some send them minim so na maybe see a year juma kitu is only going to take us like 4 minutes maybe some Christian muna na ye so meet me aboa me
yanko
so waiting there to so my blue background no
okay
now it just defines a fullback a club with the member club Nidians.
Okay,
I'm hoping me sure to be a Christian will be straight away.
Yeah me who any club no you say fullbacks
and say on left back and on right backs. This is what's expected of them.
Here free one year and them are qualified to be part of the team. They will try me and
Kenya. Philosophy, no, they are trying to marking and covering skills, which I know there as a fullback there you should know. I know much regaining possession skills, tackling, interceptions. So tackling here said knowing when to tackle, knowing when to intercept. Time Benner was a Sebio order from Najibon, and as a time Benner, I also ultimate trying to win a ball. You need to know, but who's the Jamaican nano? It comes with timing. Because if you see a tackle ball, you'll be able to make a pro be quite tackle, but it's timing. And a third one here.
On the screen, at the Facebook Live, and what is the TV now? Third one, no.
Tactical defending, approach line, or distances between the attacking team and who per se. And a defensive line here, back four, no. How do we defend? Who does what? Shapes in this animal. Right. And a 1v1 defending skills. This is Nipa Baku. You should know all of this.
Wow, we are full back, no. So about 2 and about 3. I said, yeah, look in the canon.
Yeah.
Also, we win now.
And a 1v1 defending skills.
That's a 1 versus 1, and a 1-on-1.
Yeah. With defending skills, no footwork. How's your footwork?
The speed, reaction, agility.
If you are not right in idea anymore, the fun is saying, how do you then turn? And how quickly do you turn? So instead it's turn. Okay. And now communication skills. Talk you through, if you have I'm here right back, make a 2 centre backs and what are they saying to me to make sure it's almost so cover me.
Okay.
You know, these are this and efficient heading and they're normal. Able to perform overlap and recovery runs, which is when we are attacking.
Okay.
It's, even as a fullback, you should be able to attack. This is for club view.
We have a club.
We have a club. And a composure, which comes with playing at the highest level, and knowing when and where to make forward runs. That's the most important.
Knowing when and where to make forward runs. Time also time also calling.
Yes.
Anytime any class also.
Yes. And where to be. Positioning as well.
Positioning.
It needs to be a forward runner. You need to know. Say, okay, this is how we play, and how would you then, and what position should you be in there? And then also comes with say, attacking or no. Should we lose the ball? Are you in a better position to defend? But I don't want to go too far. Major no honor now for now. But what I'm saying is
Baba has managed passing. Short and long, not reliant on strong foot. That's if you're right, no corner in Boboro.
Yeah, it's a left and so play the same similar passes.
Able to beat a man 1v1, crossing skills, link up skills,
offensively as defensively.
So now the American say, me as an agent, me the player airbre, both team be the
Kotoko.
You must touch my 11 wonders.
11 wonders,
right? But the team every 11 wonders coach. That's it. 11 wonders coaching is some full backs now. This is what's expected of them. They should then have this paper there and say, listen, all right back now they never on cover way. Yes, you hear Obia Obam straight away or Obe fit into instant impact. Oh, baby, but nipa na adene mind na fe nye be training on say it will take us maybe another year or 1.5 years. Intimi take this risk no. But the only time you take this risk is say you have understand that level 1 is right back and you're really good. Intimi turn for the next 2 years. Into rather no, you be develop your academy player through this to come through rather than say be to play be better na honum. We older and that's an age in na what's man na you didn't block your pathway for your academy players no mobile.
95.7.
I always say, yes, we have to play when was our criteria that how they sign with players, you would have to prove to the board, and I say you'd have to prove to the owners of the club to say, so listen, the entire player no, these are the criteria, and these are his strengths and these are his weaknesses. It is animal way and say, if you're in a space of 6 months no, obetima cover animal way now, and I say. I deal with one in the weakness into no turn it but you bet one or side way.
Wow.
And this is just for the fullbacks, by the way.
Wait, Chelsea and City. Chelsea.
And Tariq Lamptey, Reece James, who else? For now. Reece James, Tariq Lamptey, Dion Rankin, meaning so him now.
Okay.
Right back for Chelsea, more under 23 now. Where's our criteria now? You take all the boxes.
Because we are Reece James. What are Reece James so effort here with
even in Chelsea's academy, someone training a right back and
they train you to fit
these criteria.
Because that is almost philosophy for a right back. And regardless of
but yeah, philosophy you need teams no that is why about say team the philosophy they gain.
Sometimes what takes a teams be person structures, structures be any one more. So philosophy near Juma structures doesn't work. And I always say it's a show. My bar maybe the player bro
95.7
player we. But player na maybe the bro no. Who need your stick beer to mark the player say I deal with a may share free player cry per se sign him. It is a winner side we are. Who we name fans out to ya 1,000 Ghana and the signer. You would have to justify that through the owners of the club. And I said the board, and I said the management. He says, these are the reasons why I'm here as a player. But say, only sad BBC that one more player be a fan. This one, but me player be
yes, I don't know. Yes. Oh, as good for two no good power. You go fan because they in the share no idea pa. But you need criteria be there. No, I don't know.
There's always going to be a problem. Because I know because sign player be now fini because player now go sign the crown. Yes, be I go sign abana behind me. O sign you in. I know I could block a pathway for 120s. No, you know what's the point of the academy?
Even Matthias, I say Wafa, right to dream. Models some use so they develop players na new. It's the young players near appeal to the European market. Oh, why I say Wafa player? I say I go Hamburg, I go Wolfsburg, I so go Red Bull. Augustin Boache for and that boy Rena. What is a Wolfsburger for no? Almost philosophy about how a player should be. Because boy know when the highlights in the crowd to say this is a good player. They train the players to fit certain philosophies. By Hano, I Kotokore has ne has gold no ne you know. Choka na draw okay go. I'm not for video analyze them go to draw. Oh,
Chama me say team be no more under 20. We the name gina ho. Oh ha ni afre. Bacho me na me ba ni we mobile money number. Ni e no. Na e di player for fraba. Ti mobile money selection.
No, but unze no crowd make us show. Say me there will be skills we ready. It's all up to them. But they make us say nipa na ba. That's all fit into your criteria. Then no, there's no problem because you na Ghana for you never Ghana national team. It is a minute you say you me ba say me bobo na me ba I need to fit into the Ghana and I always talk about the technical director. Sure, minim the obaya why to be honest and minim the
now thank God that okay training.
Unze bia no ye hono. Under 17 on your technical directorate, no, and under 17 on a technical director.
Okay.
You're under 20 on a technical director, under 24 on a technical director, and the whole setup knows one technical director.
So many reported to or no.
Yes. And I always say, there were 10 regions in football Ghana. Yeah. So you take under 15s team, Aumbe training stadium, Kumasi.
Yeah.
Once every month, or even twice a month, every Friday, beyond. So I play in a select one. Or more running national team in training. See, yeah. There must be 20. Oh, Kumasen 20 times 10, no, is saying 200.
200.
So now, see, and I said, oh, the infant right back, Obi Obutu, you were 10. There were 10 regions in your 10. Tiba Ko Kumasi Tamale, all of that. See, a pay national under 17, you choose 1 or 2 right backs from Nipa 10.
From 10.
It's in the sea, Vesa Konin Namansania Kuhuni, Momodada. It's in even Ashanti region and Kwan should have his own technical director.
Okay.
I'll report to the higher technical director.
Yeah.
It's Nancy Matism so say also coaches never no more natural philosophy but or from Midfield.
So for
but you should never go to the league coaches. Coaches now. That's what he needs.
Okay.
Coach BN one man or no defense Bernard Lipet. Bernard Lipet. Epes Wuhuna, Ompes Wuhuna.
Uncle coaches no.
They're the football. Omuna chem krana dio itini say bedru sro hono de na afi na anya ye beke koma boma mama baba me ani age but asie hono no mo kira de it is what coach bia ma na che ni bibia e asie hono wo so ko na saa nkola under 15s and 14s na ye select omo ye do my national under 15s regional under 15 teams e be Kumasi and as Ashanti region under 15 teams every Friday and as once every month be ano near mom transportation I'm not in the stadium it is ye be under 17s na ye 10 right backs to choose from it is yen fan say obi akoju obi sika no na be shima o yen fan say wakoju obi sika na be shim but we have this criteria na da hono what's your show so yen kasa one also yes scouts no go player
na ban wa ba be do national level na o say you choose obi na
so now explain to me why this player fits into our philosophy it's your fan bullet points now first one yes okay that's fine second one not take it that's fine third one not take it why you lost your job.
Hey, I'm before the I'm coming in the BAU. I tell you, I appear on 95.7 FM. Samson are live on Facebook, live on 1HD TV. Yani coach Freddie of Peak Perform Coaching in the UK online. There be a tiny dijuma. Eti coach Freddie have a fee. Then I just say also be fee because has you the fee. And you know AD Jumano. You hear about philosophy. Next animal way na. You say Ghana you quite. Ya wokwacha banga krakra ya makudruo ya just like nyamra Ethiopia game so
make I say Germany ebeko European Championship 2016 there was one man now closer to Joachim Low Jos Segenteller was a part of Germany or more technical team no or say the game is undergoing some changes and such changes in say and it's what from 2014 Atletico Madrid ebo Champions League final ye benya Leicester City edge the EPL title no underdogs no omo aye dem pa enti obi apese or emulate what Leicester and then Atletico Madrid did and make a statement your Segenteller at the Emma the DFB or say the game is undergoing a bit of change and we are still struggling to catch up. We have to develop strategies to cope. What he meant is that at the tournament of 24 teams, the German side will have to deal with a lot of so-called underdogs trying to emulate Leicester City and then Atletico Madrid. These teams will not necessarily go into a defensive shell, but they will be happy to most relinquish possession to their opponents. In recent times, so what the underdogs are more emulate the Leicester and the Atletico Madrid to beat the out. We are a reporter, your Segenteller, Edema the DFB. And Omo will say in recent times, underdogs no Omo de pass the big teams are anymore. And that has been the pattern. In Tubo recently, it's a smaller team, no a big team. He's emulating what Leicester did. He's emulating what Portugal for fast on Baje. They played 15 competitive games within regulation time, and they were used to that. On by European Championship, no. Edu baby na Portugal or more. Team winning games even against Iceland. But here no, na Portugal babaji the European Championship. They are emulating what Leicester and Atletico Madrid did.
Well, I have some. Young trust and in Cape Coast, as early 7 p.m. the Black Stars of Ghana ebe lucky horns with Ethiopia and team no in high spirits. And Ghana don't say be an near boat Jamano. Come on near left team morale no, and it looks like Cape Coast. And then you may be 2,250 fans to watch the game. Now Ghana ye trust and keep 25%. Apparently, CAF amp so CAF approve 2,250 fans. Somona enko game no. Yanko Cape Coast. Near this Obanji or Darlin FM, part of the ABN group. Yanne Chinkomo. On the entrance of the Cape Coast here. So Obanji, minya Bogode or Cape Coast. BYT. So Obanji line not dropping. It's trying to no my. Now you should see with the atmosphere. Cape Coast. Say your Black Stars. If we need a support, badly. But yeah, sure about Black Stars. No, you have a chance some could kono. And so also team no, they are ready for the challenge. Ghana, your target plan say you must qualify for the World Cup in Qatar. no any idea who here is see pa.
Well, I expect people to support us. It's a game that we want to win. We want to start very well, like the captain said. But of course, is a journey, and that from the beginning of the game to the end, it's not going to be easy. Once the game is going tough for us, we still need them to support us. But I'm aware, I'm very, very courageous. I know that my boys are ready, they will deliver, and that's what matters most.
Okay, also when some boys here ready, they will deliver, and that's what matters most. Yago say Obanji, I say, na it is Obanji, me aboko there.
Oh, yamiadum me boss boko.
Yamiasi. But Komaka kept concern hotel. The Black Stars are back again. Meaning support, no. Is that saying the Black Stars about tonight? But sign a kept concern. Omina a chain a gaming.
Well, yama pure it's safe for down kwaba na yemfa mra Cape Coast na. So what do we need to Cape Coast ha?
95.7.
Team no Tuesday what did the neighbor betrim Cape Coast na ahombo no. Satia or also, but okay, na say previously the Koban Senka Black Star air backroom ha. Yeah, na support no send ACTA ni pan GH ni ade no this time no na shed die and Costa because over football and Casa or Cape Coast I say a difficult because Ebusia dwells or drop here or called Division 1 so and a Vipers and so what drop our call second division I say and Crawford a free football mukakra. Then apart from that, and I'm say COVID near counting to know. Training na team no warrior crying behind closed doors and training now year and I hear him say supporters between ya Queen Jack training no supporters into me uncle into no no I say anka euphoria say Black Star backroom ha yes die you know I said this time form kakra and at the time our team no training around 5 o'clock 6 o'clock long behind closed doors there but you expect some individuals being stadium outside or more watching quiet or more say the activity now on the chair or money other waiting now yeah said that this time no over Cape Coast support for Black Star I say from Kakra.
I don't know, but there's a Black Star support that's a call from Kwana. Would you say then you bet you am Saba back beam?
Well near the energy nanka him say Edia there's very good for instance no say CAF ama Queenja say yebetia admit nipa do be 2000 over ya ombetumi akọ stadium no nanke dia anka ye him say gate no back off from kakra gate feed back off from kakra supporters no kakra ombetumi ya Queenja no etimi di team de chi but entra enumre after second year training we and beto just 20 cities and half 50 Ghana cities now putting for us one bejo cake no no one way 20 cities no 50 cities and a womoji and no and to get they say a Cape Coast for crowd what they was want to prove them now they will need the challenge say boys no area dance can be as no and then uncle say a fashion no uncle say Orange Friday 50 cities no on the cockroom say there maybe as one in the country maybe Napier when ya don't 1 2 3 be now or don't know or bana watching next level no the amount can just so much church or one you know nanka ye hearing say ebia kick they for kakra supporters in kakra it me akọ but me akọ ye na boss ade no emo ya ye din ngasa.
Well your mom pie no bibia nyi because say baby adun there support for the Black Stars no I say you mean especially I'm right person qualify for the World Cup. So Banji, and I say, I mean, said when you made live commentary for our games, definitely. Okay, for so Banji, and then over 10 and count all ABM platforms. Our live commentary every will be a fat Black Star. You got Dr. Lossi as well, and I just come on. So it looks like fans in the Jakaka for Cape Coast. I must say. Sika numbers on the too much. Now uchi is over 250 Ghana. And this NFA level, we are a national sports authority. Handle matches no. Na okay. I say Coach Freddie always makes me feel sad. Hey, we are far behind. Kizoro Lotto agent. I'll say, alright, Yakechi. Okay, Yoma, I'm a profane and already MCA. Echiri akaba ebeye ngakaka yeye ne sa ne ahese yebetumi akachi akaka. Okay, yanko Dr. Losia so yanka obi ase nyame aduma yenya AK ejai kuno do AK na se da fom na se mass
Kwabne free or being bebre na friend will be tries. No pure sports. Now him say bag okay see who nsem dia 95.7 and OBATA. Juada ekopem memeneda. Nondu ekopem dumienu. Awo kan see who nsem amonone any fie yes sanso de wadwenkyere eso ewram. Pure sports there eye krojin efibia eye authentic. The facts are first on our network. Inti kan ho na for pure sports emerald